This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Megas, and 2015 NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about the Celtics versus the Cavs. Very unlikely matchup. Again, it's like I've said in previous videos and like I've said in previous years, East Coast basketball has gotten so horrible that you could just see all these teams that are in there that you're scratching your head. Like, is it that hard to play solid basketball for the entire year? Now, I'm not dissing the Boston Celtics in any capacity. In fact, I actually think it's pretty amazing, consider the crazy roster changes, the fact that they've traded off like key players, Green, Rondo, things like that. The way they've shuffled their roster, them being in the playoffs is amazing, especially since I would say talk about the playoffs maybe a month and a half ago, you probably wouldn't even have mentioned the Celtics, but they've had a tremendous second half, and they just snuck in. I mean, they were looking lottery bound for the majority of the year. That's pretty much, I mean, and you can tell by the way that they made their moves and what they were doing. They weren't really trying to field a playoff team, but Stevens, hats off to him. He worked his ass off with these kids, and he's a kid himself, which makes it even more amazing. And he was able to get them to gel enough to make that run and surpass teams like the Miami Heat, who, even with their problems, probably should have had a little better go of it, or at least should have backed into the playoffs. And the Pacers, too, who had their injuries. I mean, maybe it was just the perfect storm for the Celtics, too, because they caught those two teams at the right time. But hey, it is what it is. They're in. Now they get to play against LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have underachieved in a lot of our minds this year. They've had their inconsistencies. I pretty much knew this was going to happen. I always felt like it was just going to be a repeat of his first go around with the Miami Heat. We all were hyped when he first went to the Heat. It all felt like it was just over. Put a stamp on it. They're just going to run away with it and just destroy the league every year they're together. Didn't work out that way. Dallas had something to say about it. And, history proves that you can't just put a team on the floor and expect them to be 100% in sync and dominant from go. It was a work in progress, and this is a work in progress. A little bumpier work in progress, it seems, especially with the whole Kevin Love thing. Personally, I don't think Kevin Love's that bad on this team, but he gets so much flack, and LeBron kind of doesn't help it with the little jabs he's taken at him in the media. Like the last thing when they asked him who he thought was the MVP, and he said Kevin Love, and everybody fell out. It's like, dude, why are you needling this guy? I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if there's beef between them. If it is, they need to grow up and get over that shit. I don't know why the fuck they would be, and especially LeBron. I mean, he's gonna need players like Kevin Love to help him win in Cleveland. Now, Cleveland's done some good moves to solidify their team. They've gotten a little better, a little more in sync. I don't expect them to have a problem getting on to the second round. Hats off to Boston for what they were able to do with their roster, but I just feel like they may get one, and that'll be it. Otherwise, you probably can, this is about as big of a guarantee you got in the playoffs as anything right now, that Cleveland's going on to the second round. But anyway, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.